Hey guys, we're back in the garage. Racing lawnmower update number 13. So when we left off last week, we had built this self-adjusting chain tensioner that was spring-loaded. And basically all I had done recently was drill a hole through this box steel, mount one end of the spring in there. And down here on the other end, I welded like a piece of small steel to the end, or the head of the bolt I should say. And there's a little small hole drilled into that. And the other end of the spring just kind of loops through that hole. And you can see everything works pretty good. Originally, after doing this setup, I thought I was going to try to readjust this spring and get a different angle on it because I really kind of didn't like the angle that I had here, but really there's not much any other way. I can't go towards that engine mount. I can't do anything really behind this torque converter. There's just not enough room. And this thing has a good amount of throw, so it needs to be a relatively good sized spring to maintain consistent spring pressure. So we stayed with that setup. It works really good. I'm pretty happy with it. But we're pretty much ready to move on to building some chain guards. So after spending a few minutes digging through this heap of scrap metal, I came across something that actually resembled a chain guard. And I believe this was on some other mini chopper, like a pocket bike or something, as a chain guard. And the angles work pretty well in my favor, so I'm actually going to try to just modify this to work. It probably won't take much to do. I think it will set in there something like that. Pushes on that spring a little bit, but I think if I cut this back, shave it down, and set it back in there, that'll be just about perfect. So it's cut. I rounded off the edges a little bit, and it's little things like that that kind of give it a more finished look. But I think this will work just fine, just how we want. It misses that spring. It's, you know, about as wide as it needs to be from there to there. I can keep it just off this frame, and I think that'll just be perfect for keeping pant legs or shoelaces out of the chain. So now all we're going to do is build some mounting tabs, and for that I got this piece of flat steel. This stuff is super cheap. I think this is 3/4 inch by 1/8 inch, and I'm just going to cut off probably a couple little 2-inch pieces, drill some holes in them, weld them on, and that's pretty much it for the chain guard. Okay, so we got our first mounting tab welded into place. Now we gotta just bend it back to the right angle. I just got 2 adjustable wrenches here. Bingo. There's one mount finished. Should work pretty good. Now I just gotta do the one for the back. So let's see how we did. Still kind of a tight fit right there. You have to buy new bolts for these. But Looks like that will do the trick. You can see the angle is just about perfect on it. I'm going to obviously clean that up because it's all rusty. It'd be cool to have it re-chromed. Here we are on the back side. I think that'll do the trick. No more shoelace or pant legs getting eaten up in the chain. So with the chain cover finished, I was going to go ahead and move on to the belt cover now. And I actually wanted to take the suggestion of a user named 8legitgamer. And he had mentioned he thought it would be really cool to see the belt guard built out of steel mesh. And I actually started to try to do that. You can see I notched out there for the steering upright support. And I actually spent a few hours before I reached even this design trying other designs, cardboard mock-ups. Nothing worked. I can't get anything to work properly and look good. The problem is that the engine needs to maintain the ability to slide back and forth while remaining cut out for this and covering everything here. Nothing's really working out. Yeah, see, that's just been pretty much my luck. And I'm pretty much going to put that on hold. Maybe I don't even need to cover that. Maybe I'm just being a little overzealous with the covers here. But let me know what you guys think about that. I'm having a little trouble there with that one, so I'm going to put that on hold for now. And what I'm going to go ahead and do actually is concentrate on the exhaust. And what I want to do now is build basically a straight pipe that exits out the back. And what I've come up with for a design is this so far. And this is basically the Honda Clone exhaust flange. You can see the old Honda Clone exhaust here, and that's basically just had the bottom cut off, and I basically stole the flange, cut all the pipe off, and re-welded my own pipe to it. And got this other piece of chrome pipe here, and that welded on the outside, so that's 1 inch inside diameter. And then this actually goes over the 1 inch inside diameter pipe, so that's even bigger. The whole thing is about 12 inches long, and the way it sets is just right there. It just misses all these pulleys. Trust me, there's enough room for that pulley to expand, and it exits the back. Kind of like so. It's about halfway under the seat. I didn't want to make it too long because I don't want too much weight pulling on these head studs here, so I kind of want to keep it light and short. And your leg shouldn't come into contact with it. I've already tried sitting on it with the exhaust kind of sitting there, and your leg doesn't come anywhere near it, so that's good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that exhaust design. I'm pretty much going to put it on hold until I get some suggestions from people because I'm kind of stuck here. Otherwise, I'm going to build the exhaust next and concentrate on some other stuff and leave the belt guard alone for now. But I guess that'll be pretty much it for this week. Kind of stuck. But let me know what you guys think about the exhaust and the belt guard and stuff like that. And hopefully during the week after work I'll try pushing on with this thing and maybe get an update video up early this weekend. But yeah, let me know if you guys liked the video. Give me your suggestions. I'm always reading them. And we'll see you next week.